Since the days of early exploration, our world has become a much smaller place. Today, business can be conducted half a world away, and information is transferred from one country to another instantly with just the click of a button. Foreign affairs have become an ever-present part of our lives, and living in our increasingly borderless world comes with the need to understand legal processes beyond one's country's jurisdiction.
Once upon a time, there were countries that could claim to sort of be the center of the world. Now, no country is the center of the world anymore, because with every country there are overlaps. We talk about the global community, and if you're making motor cars and you're having parts of those motor cars made from one end of the globe to the other, then you've got to be aware of the trade conditions and the employment conditions and the health conditions of the workers and the financial conditions of those countries. So even if you're making use of other countries' work, you've got to know what goes on there.
In fact, many law students are recognizing the importance of learning the legal processes of their foreign peers. As a result, students are choosing law schools that can expose them to as many different cultures as possible, deepening their understanding of foreign judicial systems and governmental structures.
At the turn of this decade, I was very influenced by globalization and 9/11, and it made me realize that even if you don't go into international law directly, understanding other legal cultures and legal systems can be very important in the decades ahead.
Loyola University New Orleans College of Law is at the forefront of this effort by providing students with opportunities to study life and law in countries like Austria, Russia, Hungary, Mexico, Brazil, and Costa Rica.
The students are given tours and meet and interact with judges, lawyers from the foreign jurisdictions. And several are even given the opportunity to do internships with prestigious foreign law firms and governmental bodies. And I think through those sorts of hands-on experiences, the students are enriched to a much greater degree than they would be if they were just buried in their books in lecture halls.
The motivation behind our decision to have all the programs that we currently do have comes from the basis of the foundation of the state of Louisiana, because we are the only state in the Union where we have the overlap between the civil law tradition and the common law tradition. Civil law comes from the original settlement of New Orleans, which was originally French and Spanish, and as a result of the purchase by Thomas Jefferson, and as a result of that, when he purchased it from Napoleon, one of the conditions of the purchase was that the civil law system continue. Now, quite obviously, it couldn't continue right across the board, but in various aspects of the law in Louisiana as it now stands, the civil law code still persists in the law of the city and the state. Now, what that means is that the people here have a direct legal contact with almost the whole of Europe and South America, where the civil law in its various manifestations still exists.
Because a high percentage of lawyers become involved in creating laws and setting policies, Dean Bromberger feels it is vital to let law students see how legal issues are dealt with around the world.
No matter what social, legal problem that you have in the United States, other countries have exactly the same problems, be it international civil rights, or international human rights, be it environmental law. And if you're going to make people leaders and you're going to make people make decisions, it seems to me, and it seems to this school and the philosophy of the school, that the student should have the opportunity to see how the same problems are solved elsewhere.
My experience at Loyola has been incredible. Everyone here has been really helpful and friendly, not just in helping me with my studies, but also in helping me find a career and figure out what path I'm going to take. One of the best things that I've been able to do at Loyola is engage in their moot court program. And what that is essentially is a program where students are taught to argue in front of the Supreme Court as lawyers. And through many, many hours of practice and coaching and classroom experience, I was able to compete in many competitions. Our team actually won the Stetson World Championship in environmental law. whenever we go to these competitions, they're real judges judging us, and they always comment that we're better than almost all of the lawyers they see before them. And so that kind of experience, it's a confidence booster, but it's also really a testament to the skills you learn here.
Living in the era of globalization is changing the way we set policies and conduct business. By introducing future leaders to foreign practices, educators at Loyola University New Orleans College of Law are eager to foster a new generation of decision makers. For more information on enrollment requirements, log on to law.loyola.edu.